What's going on, everybody? Another episode of the Duce Friday podcast with your man, Rel Carter, my man, brother Chris to the left of me, and we talking about Baby Shark, and yeah, like
we gonna get flagged. Don't do that.
Well, no, we
gonna get flagged, yo.
Let's get right.
Yeah.
Let's get
Fuck
right.
them. Flag these nuts.
That's the end. Let's get into it. Like streaming videos we were speaking about earlier with a few people. What's the highest? I'm sorry. What's Cardi B's video? Bodak Yellow. How many streams?
700 million.
See, had to ruin it, Chris. I was asking Chris, not you, Rel.
Chris was in here. He knows the answer.
Were you there for that conversation?
It's not a fucking loaded question.
I was, but I wasn't paying attention to Cardi B.
I didn't know if you asked Chris. My bad. I apologize. Ask him something
It was
else.
supposed to be a trick question.
To be fair, we sipping.
All right, don't worry, Chris. I got something for Rel, actually. I got something really good for Rel.
I'm not taking no more of your fucking sociopath.
He got another quiz for you.
No, this is
I already passed.
This is a big issue in America right now. Immigration, the status of immigration. So
you want to know if I'm a citizen?
no, what I was doing was at my office at PointsBet, I was asking people what makes them American and why they think they have the right to, to be an American, or if they're born here or they're not. There's a lot of tricky things. So there's a test. They test you when you come to this country. Stutter, what up, man? Stutter in the building.
See that coat?
There's a citizenship test you have to take.
Coat.
Rel's really in his like in the zone right now.
Good looks. That's my nigga. Shout out to my nigga Stutter.
All right, so Rel's trying to distract me, right, Chris? So there's a citizenship test that you have to take to come to America.
So let's take this shit. Pull up the question.
I was about to ask. You might just take it.
Well, this is the thing. We know Rel's a sociopath now. We figured that out. Now we're gonna figure out, is Rel a real American, or should we send Rel? Should we give somebody the chance? If you go to Newark to the immigration buildings, a lot of people doing things the legal way.
All right, pull up the fucking question, sir.
Damn,
Do we send Rel back and take somebody, take his place?
Yeah, send you
All
back.
right, let's see.
Cheese on bread.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't know the answer.
He got this shit stored in his photo.
This stuff's become fun, everybody. Like the last episode we talked about, was he a sociopath?
And I wasn't. You were.
Nah,
you were a fucking.
I'm just a higher level. But getting into it, this is the U.S. citizenship test, Stutter. So let's see if you know a couple of these too. I'm gonna give Rel the first couple ones. What is the highest law of the land?
Don't fucking know.
Rel, you gotta at least think about it. All right, does anybody in the room know the answer to this question? You're absolutely wrong. So the reason I bring this up is that somebody raised their hand in the back of the room and thought they had the answer, like
excitedly.
like all excited. Wrong. On to the next one. All right.
Russ was close.
I'll ask it again. What is the highest law on the land, Chris?
The Supreme Court.
The highest law, not court.
The highest law. All right, so.
The
highest law would
even
be-
I knew this one.
What's the fuck? So you think
Yes,
you're
none of you are Americans.
You're from the fucking
I'm
Jersey
definitely not
Shore,
American. I'm not American.
You're not American.
I fist
You're fucking Guido.
pump with Paulie D on 4th of July, man. I fist pump with Paulie D on 4th of July.
you
The
dickhead?
Constitution, you dummies.
I told you. We said the same thing.
No. All right. All right. Okay. Now, to piggyback off that question that none of you knew,
I'm not an American already.
because you're not patriotic.
I'm not.
What are the first three words of the Constitution?
I am a
And it's not.
I got you. We the people.
And it's not.
We the people.
We the people.
We the people.
I knew that.
Chris is correct.
He said we people. I said the. He wasn't correct. That nigga only said 2 words.
We people.
I knew we had John in this for a reason.
Come on.
Rel said the first three words are "It's the Rock."
That's acceptable.
I said we the people.
Did you?
He said
Now-
we people. I
now-
couldn't hear him.
I said we the people.
Now we all know I'm a betting man, right? So I would probably bet my life that none of you in this room is going to get the next one.
Bet your life. Now I'm definitely gonna get it right.
And by the way, everybody,
Your life ain't worth
the
shit.
point of this, that depends on who you talk to. But the point of this whole thing is, like, we're supposed to be American, but you're supposed to know the answers to this. 90% of Americans don't know the answer to these questions,
That's true.
including myself and including all of you.
I'm from Africa anyway.
Where I'm from, we have to worry about more important things than with the fucking test. We have to worry about eating in the morning and finding out how to get a couple of dollars.
So OG Russ, so that's like there's the right not to be an American.
OG Russ a mic.
I'm a real American.
Come on, Russ. Come on.
Can you get
doing the right thing and feeding people and
Yo, just come on the show.
My payroll.
He ain't want to do it.
Come on,
Let
Russ.
me tell you one other thing. Let's go to the next question.
He was insulted. All right, what do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
Chris over here, man.
You dead.
Okay, but
Just looking over his shoulder right now.
no, he's not. It's too small for him to see. But here's
Hey,
the
that's
blind
what
as a
she
bat.
here's the
said.
here's
a bat, baby.
here's the interesting point. There's for immigration, there's 20 questions, right? You're only allowed to get 3 wrong. So you guys already been
Yo,
You got 2
deported.
right.
They want
We
niggas
only
out
got 1
here.
wrong. The first one.
Yo.
No, you got 1 right.
No, we got we the people, and we got the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, you're not too good at math, pal.
Okay. Yeah,
You're not an American.
2 for 3. No, Chinese are good with math, not Americans. That's not true.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, this one's easy. Who's the first president of the United States?
Me.
It's easy. Jay-Z.
Yes.
Obama.
Jay-Z was the first. Is my first president. That's a gimme.
That was
George
easy.
Washington.
That was easy.
All right.
What's the real question?
This
What's
is
the real answer,
this is a
though?
good one.
What's the real answer, though?
George Washington Smith.
Nah, fuck him.
What
My
free-
first president was
All right,
Abraham.
number 5. What freedom do you have as a U.S. citizen?
What freedom? We not was
Now,
free.
Stutter just spoke the truth. But I'm asking the answer with the question.
The freedom to fuck.
Okay. Well, I like that one, but you know,
Freedom to speak.
The question is,
rules to that one.
The question is,
freedom of sex.
there's some levels to that.
Yeah, it is. It's a
right,
lot.
Chris?
FOS.
There's some levels to that one.
Freedom to
The question is, who are you fucking? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's or who's fucking you? I should say.
Wait, what?
Or who's fucking you? I should say. Not an American, I'll tell you that.
Jesus.
You've been to
All
jail
right.
too many
I
times.
know, I have. All right, this one you guys gotta know. I knew this one. How many branches of government are there?
4.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Dale's got it. Can you name?
Yo, I said that.
Can you
Superior.
superior?
Superior.
Yo,
Get
listen.
the cat. Get the cat.
Okay.
Cat.
Listen, Rel is a hell of an A&R, Chris, but as a historian, I don't know. They
I
definitely.
was never good in history.
I honestly, I want to check Rel's green card actually while I'm at it. Oh yeah, that's right. Green card is for people that come from the country. Well, I'm definitely not American. I don't even know how anything works. Stutter, thanks.
You're a
You're
fucking
right.
Guido.
You're right. I am a Guido.
You're
I'm proud of it.
Jesus.
You down with GTF.
Actually, though, yo, Stutter.
Yo, you know who you look like right
Stutter.
now?
Special appearance.
Wow, we got big. We got
You like the
we got
situation,
we
yo.
got Gordo Rock in
Yo,
the
you
building.
like the situation, yo.
What happened?
You know the situation?
I do know.
You look like
yes,
him.
I do know. I know Paulie D very well too. Actually, I have a house
Can
right
you get
by.
Paulie D on here?
I could probably get him on. Yeah, I could probably get him on. If he's in New York that day.
Yeah.
You know, he's.
We can
moving
go to
around.
Vegas.
He moves around a lot. He's in Atlantic City 2-3 times a month, so we could do an episode in Atlantic City.
Let's
maybe.
go. We out.
I'm trying to get.
with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, wasn't that
Make
shit?
sure you pick everybody else.
The problem is
and
this,
a car
everybody.
that
Like,
works.
here's the problem with the podcast.
Where the
It's
trunk
like, it's like
opens.
there's 5 divas on this. We have like a text, everybody. So that, like we talk about how to set the podcast up. So to
By
give
the
you
way,
some,
fuck Bleak because he left our
to
group
give you
chat
an
today.
idea,
Yo,
like-
you saw that? Yo.
to give you an idea of this.
Shout out to Bleak. Shout
I
out to
say
this-
Bleak.
fuck Bleak every week.
Bleak's another story, but we'll get into that in a second. We have
There's
a
Morocco.
mass text that we put out, so everyone's like has to give their own opinion. I stopped commenting because we'll be there at 2, we'll come at 4, we'll come at 6. Before I know it, it's 10 o'clock at
Yo,
night,
yo.
and then I'm getting questioned about my baby mama, my personal life. Like this is a podcast. This
You
isn't-
are your baby mama.
This shouldn't interrupt my personal struggle.
Y'all group chat.
Yeah, seriously, Stutter, right? He's such an asshole, bro.
Oh shit.
Back to the question so I could deport Rel out of this country.
Last question.
All right, one more. I want to find one that y'all are not going to know. Who lived in America first?
Yo.
Stutter is correct. I
I was
thought
gonna say the turkeys.
I was going to say Gordo.
Let's ask you these fucking questions.
Gordo,
Yo.
go ahead, ask me something. Turn the tables.
Get the ones he ain't good. Who's gonna know him though?
Gordo's in the corner, hasn't said one word, not hello, what's up. What? Get on here. Come on, everybody. We got a special appearance of a uptown legend, Mr. Grayson, Mr. Grayson Cruz, aka Gordo Rock. Now I've been waiting a long time to get this guy on this podcast. This is serious history right here, man.
That's a fact.
Give us a little background, man, on how you came up, where you're from.
You from Fade to Black, yo. Let them know.
Yeah,
No, we didn't get there yet, Rel. Let's start from the ground up. Tell us from birth, like what started when you popped out of the womb.
Birth?
Like, come up like school. Give us a background of your history, bro. Like, how did you? All right, put it this way, Gordo, right, Rel? Everywhere I go uptown, you don't wait online. He knows everybody, and I talk a lot of shit because of this man right here. I'll give him the credit he deserves. He put me on to uptown. And all the strength I have up there, he's my first phone call.
You don't have no strength out there.
Yeah, right. Gordo will testify to that. The first day I met Gordo, I almost got killed in a club. This is a true story, and he'll back me up. Some guy spilled some shit on me. This must have been like 12, 13 years, a long time ago. Anyway, somebody spilled some shit on me. I was like, fuck you. Probably the one of the illest, pimped out, hustling motherfuckers uptown. And I was white, but you call me.
Oh, that who was that?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Took a gun. I swear to God,
You
it's
about
a true
to die
story.
right now.
I looked up.
Somebody go ahead
this is
and knock
true-
your ass.
Listen, my man. This is a true story. He saved my life. Dude was ready to shoot me.
But the funny shit is that the gun that was gonna kill you, I showed it to you and you had it in your hand.
This is a true story. I swear to God. From that point on, from that point on, I knew that was my friend. Like, but
then we went to after the afties. That was late.
that was in the Bronx. I still remember like it was yesterday. It had to be at least 10 years ago. At least 10.
They're like 11.
No, listen. I'm not one to ever go out and start trouble ever. If people know me, that I'm not that kind of person.
You copping a plea right now.
No, he spilled shit on my head, so I looked up and I said something I shouldn't have said. It's the truth, but that's how I met my man. And since
then my man Russ, he tried me for a free throw event one time at Dykeman in Dykeman Park.
And
203.
another legendary.
Yeah, that's Dykeman Park.
Another fact about Gordo, right? So Gordo could make 100 free throws in a row. He can't run 20 feet, but he can make with like staying alive.
Hell yeah.
But no, he knows. Listen, so the one night we were out uptown with OG Russ. OG drank some Doucet, was feeling himself, was like, I could beat this guy. This is when Russ and Gordo first met.
I told him those could be deceiving.
And he's like, Russ was like, I got 500 on it. We'll go to the free throw line. First 10, whoever makes the most gets that money. Gordo's like, I don't want to take his money, bro. And I'm like, I know Gordo could make 100. So Russ is like, he's full of shit. He's a liar. They go to 206 and post. This is like 4 in the morning, bro.
Dykeman Park, where they're having the tournament at.
Okay, well, so he knows.
I have to take my shirt off.
We know that, yeah, Dykeman Park. And OG, to his credit, hit 7 out of 10 baskets. And then Gordo hit the first 7 and then said, I'm going to do the next year with my eyes closed. And that's how the friendship was built, man.
Yeah, I'm done.
That's how the friendship was built.
I'll give you another 100 for being nice to me, so you didn't take me for another.
You know what's funny? That I think I could shoot better on Douce than normal.
Oh, absolutely.
That's crazy.
So can you hit like 150 when you drink?
Hell no, maybe 108, 9, 10. But it depends. We know what basket. If I know the basket, then I'll probably.
But yeah,
go
that
rim.
was that must have been.
Them double rim chain that shits. Like where you from? I can't shoot there.
Now that I think it was 2008.
I met you when you were shooting one of those milk carts. That was
Yeah,
on the pole.
that's a fact.
And then you said to me,
Actually, before that,
it's easy to do that. And then he goes, yeah, I'll go. And I go, well, let's go to the court. And then I got schooled.
the funny
Well,
shit.
you know what? I'll tell you the truth. I lost money in my life, and I'm not good. I'm a sore loser. But losing to you, for me, I kind of enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Because you deserve it. You fucking really.
Yeah, it's the only time I seen OG take a L like with pleasure. Yeah,
I was happy to lose.
because
I
OG.
hit 20 in a row. I mean, he weighs 260.
I remember his money didn't wanna. I didn't want to put his money in my pocket. It smelled like remember like shit or something.
Where was
Remember?
I was with that dirty hooker.
He put a dirty hooker that night.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Nah,
But
it's
you
not.
took the money
I
back
didn't wanna
from
put-
the hooker.
I was so bad. I took it back.
I didn't
You know-
want to put that shit in my pocket.
You know that.
It went a long way for you.
You know that pizza money and that restaurant money smells different, man. It's not a bad problem to have though.
Hell yeah.
What? It says it smell like shit.
Yeah, but who cares?
No, if it's money,
I give you a bucket full of money right now.
It was $100 bill.
You know what you do? You take it.
100%.
For half that price.
oh man,
I go throw it in the washing.
Yeah.
That's it. It's over.
Well, yeah.
oh my god.
But nah.
Gordo looks good though. He's got a nice color on you. He look good.
Yeah, Gordo's
That was convertible. Yeah.
Gordo's
We're gonna go a lot of places. But
Gordo's now become
Beaches.
corporate, man. Like him and Rel now, all of a sudden they're corporate guys. Like even
which one
Gordo.
is to be fucked up?
What do you mean?
You should be happy.
I'm
corporate
proud, man. You came a long way, bro.
now. Hell yeah.
You're always one of the smartest guys I ever came across, though. Regardless, I got to give him that credit today.
And what are you?
I'm just that dude, man. Just that dude. How many white guys you know are uptown? Ask Gordo
I
if
never
I
saw
ever.
you uptown, so I don't know.
All right, we talk about this all the time on the podcast.
I said I never
right?
saw you.
Why you uptown if you're white?
But Gordo, am I up there all the time? How many
Yeah.
years I've been fucking hanging out with you on the corner, sitting in your van with my basketball,
Now the truth
hanging
come
out,
out,
bro.
the
Come on,
other
bro.
time you said it's you who run uptown.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing.
You said you run uptown. Now you can't go
This
up
the
there
thing.
without Gordo.
I had to. No, listen. I had to bring him on the podcast because he did save my life, and I do use his name up there if something ever was to pop. Well, but
Oh,
I
now the
don't.
truth
But
come
I don't
out.
have problems.
You knew
though.
not to say that while
I
Bleak
don't.
was
But
here.
But listen, everyone knows I'm doing a party today at Magic Hour
that
rooftop.
uptown?
No, it's in Midtown. But everyone that knows me knows I don't cause problems. I'm always about a good time, man.
So if we go to this party, we're gonna have bottles. Because when I go to the party with Gordo, he got
Well,
bottles.
on the podcast, I don't get bottles. I had to bring my own Douce, because it's like pulling teeth to get something out of Rel.
Oh, so this Douce right here was yours.
No, but it took how
okay.
long? It took
I
how
thought you
long?
wanted to
It
lie.
took how long to get here?
You want the
though?
lie for the internet.
I feel like I'm. I
6'9".
feel like I'm dating this guy Gordo for real.
You got dates?
Yeah,
Yo, what's up, Basil?
it's fucked up, stutter, right?
Yesterday in the park, Diamond Park with Meek and OG and Jim Jones came like after we left and shit. But it was alright, it's regular shit.
Regular shit, yeah. Meek Mill, Jim Jones, regular shit. You know what I'm saying? It's regular shit. That's the day in Gordo's life. Tell us, Gordo
Yeah, he
is.
went from hanging out with me
Gor-
to hanging out with you.
Gordo also
It's a
doesn't
fucking
get.
rough life.
What's that new product you're pushing out? I forget yet.
Alex Todd's saucy product.
Oh yeah.
Gordo's pushing it hard, right? Yeah.
It's a,
It's a
Gotta
great
get
product,
some.
man. It's a great product.
hell yeah.
Shout out my man Alex Todd, bro. Yeah, Jim Jones, Capo Smoke.
I used to smoke before, like uptown weed, and that shit just gets you paranoid. Like the saucy shit, you like you
Clean.
get paranoid.
It's
You
real,
like-
real clean, real
like
clean.
really high and shit, like
Real-
mellow type shit. Yeah.
Word, I'm about to go get me something. Nah, I mean, I don't even smoke though, but
Don't
it's
let him
cool.
fool you, Gordo. Rel don't smoke. Let me see that.
Come on, got you today. Man.
I know people that smoke though.
So this is the label. Everybody's saucy. We always promote that on here. You know, shout out my man Jim Jones, Alex Todd in the building. So what are you doing for them right now? Like you just doing
Promoting
marketing,
and
promoting it?
pre-promotion and people I know and artists and name people because when you got a name person using it, everybody around them.
Right. No, but even without that, like for me, I'm obviously
Like if I drink Douce, you're gonna drink Douce.
Yeah,
Puzo.
exactly.
Like you know what I mean? I'm the main guy. You're gonna drink what I drink.
This what he thinks. This what he thinks. But
Feels
I'm
good.
a leader, not a follower.
First time the white guy's the worker.
If you bring,
It shouldn't be about color, by the way. It shouldn't be about
it's not. That was a joke.
fucking Rel, man. Like really, man.
Like if you,
Them slave days is
You know
over.
what it is, Stutter?
Puzo.
When it comes to me, it gets him talking. That's the only reason they put me in this position. Is like we got to get Rel to talk some shit. He'll kill Puzo. It's fucked up.
Here and now.
Tell us more about the product, though. Get back on the subject of saucy.
Nah, right now the flour is like not really a big deal. The oil is getting popular more than flour.
Right.
So it's like a corporate type of,
What's the
you can put in your pocket. It don't smell.
is the brand looking to branch out to like every state? As like Massachusetts is
Sure,
legal,
wherever it's
Maine's
legal,
legal.
wherever
So,
it
well,
comes
obviously,
legal,
right, but I'm
as it grows, and in the country, more cities and states make it legal. You get more stores, more dispensaries out there, and just promote it and let people start tasting it. Because you taste this one and what's already out there.
It's not even close. I gotta agree with you on
You're
that.
gonna stick with this one. You know.
It's not even close.
But as you know, crawling, but eventually we'll be running. You know
That's crazy. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sampled a lot of different products. I'm into this whole new scene now because I
I'm
do
also
have
working, helping out with equity. You know, trying to find talent and people.
the music side.
Yeah, people that don't really have a chance to meet nobody and get on.
Mariah Lynn signed the equity.
Oh,
right?
here we go again
Oh,
with this
yeah,
again.
yeah,
Here we
It's
go
crazy.
again with this.
It's crazy.
Again with this.
Crazy.
Nah, shout out Mariah Lynn, man. She just got an equity deal. Right?
How about the other kid, Brooklyn? That he used to
She's
talk
doing
shit
her
about
thing.
Jigga. Is it funny nigga? Yeah, then he got one too.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he got a label.
What do you
He
mean
got a-
wait,
He
wait,
put
so,
his label through equity.
so now that we can get into the like I have to the left and the right of me, it doesn't
But
get,
Mariah Lynn is the star.
I think she got potential. It's just she just
Right, she got
I
them
don't know.
new-
She got to get out. She got to go to the Midwest.
I was just gonna say like do you
gotta go to
both
the
of you
Midwest. You gotta
Puzo
go
wrote
to
that song, by the way. Puzo wrote that song.
did because
Yo,
that's really me talking. That's really me talking about myself
You know
in that
what
song.
she gotta like
Once
go,
upon a time, not
get like
long ago,
shut
I was
up.
a hoe.
She got like a Laverne and Shirley type of theme out in Wisconsin.
That's his ex.
You know, and
But
get her.
no, it's not my ex.
Yeah, she's alright. I think one day she gonna get that one
I
record.
brought her
and
to
surprise
Gordo
everybody.
a while back, and he's like, "Yo, she's got it," you know. So shout out Mariah, she's doing her thing, man. She's
Yeah,
killing
she be
it.
having
Shout out
10
to her.
Shout
One day
out.
she'll come on the show.
She be having like 10,000.
We have like a love and hip hop tie to this whole podcast too. Like we've had a couple people from the show on already. So now, what do you guys
Nobody
think?
from New York though.
Speaking about music, I have two music moguls next to me. What do you guys think about New York, like not getting the support it should get from their artists? Like an artist like Mariah Lynn, I think she can compete with most female artists in a lot of like spaces.
Yes.
So how come like even Philly supports their artists more than we do? Like why is that?
I bet you somebody in Philly saying that
It's
same thing right now.
it's
You
a
think
cool
so?
world.
You think it's just because we
100%.
live here that we feel like that's the way it
It's
is?
a cool world. Number one is a cool world. Crew, you know, number one. And some people got it. It's like there's people that was probably better than Michael Jordan in playing ball in that era. But they're not.
Right, but
have,
that's a different conversation.
I'm
because
just
you're
saying.
talking about
compete, the
I'm-
Drake
now you're
ball.
talking about a street baller against a,
No, I didn't say street
what I
ball.
call
I
a
said
corporate
a regular
baller.
Joe.
Can you
probably
do
was
it in
better than
the
Michael
organized
Jordan,
game?
But wasn't Michael Jordan. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
but that's like saying somebody could freestyle in the corner and be
Yeah,
dope, but
and-
they're never
yeah.
going to be Jay-Z.
Yeah,
So
but
so
that's what
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm telling
I'm
you.
telling you, some people
Um,
rather compete than join forces.
Yeah, it all depends.
I
They
don't
don't wanna
believe.
win
see,
together,
I
they
don't.
wanna
I don't
win on
believe
their
that
own.
because I don't believe there's
Back
one
in the days,
person that
of-
rather
You're
be standing
white.
on the corner
You're white.
freestyling, beating everybody up than they'd rather be Jay-Z. You know what I mean?
I'm
They'd rather
telling
be
you,
the
it's 'cause you're
successful.
White people help each other.
That's a straight racist comment.
No, white people help
Because
each
if-
other
if-
way
if-
more.
if it-
White people help each other way more. What are you talking about?
Bro can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants. That's the only thing I got. I'm intimidated. I got
Right
a
after the word
Dominican.
you
It's
just
like a
said,
vanilla.
I got a Dominican to the left
It's
of
like
me.
a white rapper that was hot, Vanilla Ice, one big hit. He was under which black people, if anything. Eminem under Dre. So when,
No, if you're
there's no
talented,
racism in
if you're
that.
talented and you have the
Vanilla
right
Ice
people
was not
around you,
talented.
I'm
Vanilla Ice.
gonna give you the perfect example. Cardi B, right?
That's different.
She didn't need love and hip hop.
Yes,
she was
she
already
did.
gonna be
Yes,
no.
she fucking
We now I'm gonna spark controversy.
Now, yes, she
I'm
did.
wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. I know. I'm wrong. So okay, let me let me debunk all your theories right now.
known her, it wasn't
Hold on. Let me debunk all your theories.
I knew her before she even rapped. I knew what she was.
No question. I'm not denying that.
Sin City.
Can I speak? Can I speak? Can I speak? How many other artists on Love and Hip Hop will ever hit her plateau?
No, that's different. That's a
She
It's
did.
a different-
She is the exception
You
to the
know the
rule.
difference? Most of them, no.
One
You know
person
what it
at a
is?
time. One person at a time.
Most people go on Love and Hip Hop when their career is over. She went on new. No one knew who Cardi B was until Love and Hip Hop.
I could give
So
you
it's a
plenty of
difference.
artists that went on that show that were new.
Who?
And Mariah is one of them.
And she's not winning. What do you mean? She don't have the personality.
You from New York City, so you know Cardi from a different world.
I know a lot.
First of all, he's not from New York City. Do not give him that.
Okay,
He's from Tom River.
He's got a point, but however, here's the thing. I am. Technically, I am. I mean, I'm from Bergen County, New Jersey.
but
Technically, it's New York City. If you want to look.
What you said?
Cardi was in the club. Your first introduction to her would have been Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, that's a good point. However, what I'm trying to tell you is, her team around her put her in a position to win before that show started. That's my point, and it's an absolute fact.
It's
an
hard.
absolute fact.
Let me
If
tell you
the
this.
show never happened, she's still gonna be Cardi. B.
Yo,
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't.
You're wrong.
She
You're
wouldn't have
wrong.
made it
You're
past
wrong. You're
Instagram.
wrong. And you're wrong. And you're wrong. And you're wrong.
But it happened, so you'll never know.
The absolute only exception to the rule on that show, and listen, we can agree to disagree. It's fine. It's what makes the
We're definitely
podcast
disagreeing.
interesting. But that's my opinion, and
But you don't
I'm
let us
entitled to
talk.
it. So
Right? You don't let nobody else talk.
I'll tell you right now.
I'm listening.
I wish Bleak was here. 'Cause
so look,
But I'll let Gordo
you
explain.
got
this.
entertainers,
Right.
You got people with talent, and you got people with connects.
Right.
Being an artist, you know, you could have bullshit talent but connected, and somebody gonna give you some money to put your record out. Then you pop. Well, and talented people don't have that, but they're talented, but they get used by somebody else
We're-
with talent, and then they give them their talent like ghostwriter.
Okay, so but I'm not denying that platform. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Who wrote Cardi B album?
Who wrote her album? I have no idea.
Somebody.
You could tell our fans. I have no
So-
idea. I don't know.
Partisan.
She don't have
Oh, right.
So she's not talented. She's an entertainer, not an artist.
and this show.
You understand? And then social media.
She got on the show because of her social
But
media.
aren't you guys giving me the reason why she didn't need the
I'm
show?
giving you the reason though.
You're telling me how great her team was.
I'm giving you what I
Partisan
think.
Fontaine
I'm
wrote.
giving you what I think. So that means CJ, who you see Jay with a ghostwriter, his is natural. But you know, he's an alien.
Yeah, you can't.
But-
Yeah, I mean
but
that's.
anyway,
Yeah, but yeah, where
I mean, but
are we going
listen,
with that one? Yeah,
but I'm just
that's
saying,
Michael
like,
Jordan.
but- exactly, but I'm just saying that's physical. That's not brain. That's physical and strength. Remember, when Michael Jordan came in, let's go like that. He playing with niggas with shorts up to here, white boy that can't really move and got that ability, that you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Gorilla instinct.
I feel you,
what I mean?
but let's
Listen,
yeah,
listen,
yeah, I'm
that's
listening.
why he became who he is. Then Iverson comes, then it's all about that type of players. But back in the day, they're not gonna pick. Man, gonna pick a fucking Mario Alley,
A role player.
White
A role
boy.
player. A role player.
Round draft pick was he?
them white boys. I'm telling you, man. Back in the day, you understand what I mean?
Number 3.
You know what I mean? So it's
But back to the Cardi B thing. So my point was
dodge that.
with
You gotta go back.
no.
Cardi B is
why?
hot. She's Dominican.
Yeah, she dope. She
She
lit.
dope.
But without Love and Hip Hop, she wasn't gonna make it.
Let's get back to Mariah. Though. I think Mariah.
I actually love Cardi B's story more than her.
You're right. I got you.
career.
You're right.
The story behind her intrigues me more than her actual rhyming. And what
That's
the
who
fuck
I
she
am.
Because she don't have the what?
No.
We got a special.
Because
We got all kinds of cameos in the building right now.
For real? Fucking Gordo?
Got all kinds of cameos in the building.
what? 26 between 10 and 11.
I don't even let you in the building.
I got
Woo! It's a stare down right now.
wow, it's between me and somebody else. No.
You let Gordo do this and
What?
I'm not in these streets.
Mrs. Carter,
One
Mrs.
can't.
Mrs. Carter, can I talk? Can I talk?
You could be on 2.
Can I talk, Mrs. Carter? You turned this down.
I did not.
You turned this down.
I did not.
She gonna come on with me now.
I don't want a problem with you because I love you, but I'm just telling you, ma'am, you turned this down.
Check on the damn
He said he'll give you. He said he'll give you $100. How much you think you need?
more than
So
$100.
that's
My second appearance.
that's where
Yo, somebody's blowing you up, yo. You the hottest thing in the streets, yo.
that's no. That's because
Credit scammer.
I'm the man next
That's
to
a
the man.
credit scammer.
That's next to the
I'm the
woman.
man next to the woman. You know it. You know it. You know it. You know it.
Nah,
Miss-
we
Miss-
busy right now.
Miss Carter
Let his ass come back.
Nah,
and
we
Miss
about to
Carter,
be
by
done.
the way,
We gotta stay.
Gordo is a new man. He's
Yo.
changed. He's gone corporate. He now tucks his shirt in and brushes his teeth. He's gone corporate.
Only on weekends.
He's got Dove soap.
Yo.
Oh man, this is the Cameo episode because you never know.
Story is better than her.
I got yelled at for
Yeah,
talking
music.
about it, and now we're talking about it
But
again.
listen, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. You know,
We want to hear it.
because like that gives a chance to another stripper, another kid that think they can make it because she made it. She don't have that look of a regular artist. Know how to like talk. It comes out natural. So people from these little town, little poor neighborhood think she could get away with them words.
Yes.
Like they feel more free. They don't
To be
feel-
able to speak their mind, you're
Yeah,
saying.
they don't feel like trapped in a corner. You understand? So you know, there's gonna be talent gonna evolve just because of her career that they would have been never known or thought about.
That's why it's reality TV, man.
Yeah, exactly. That shit took over and then died out. Everything comes and goes.
That's right.
So yeah, well, that's interesting you say that, because being like an older person like myself, do you feel like you're able to keep up with the new music that's coming out right now? Because it comes out so fast.
I hardly listen to it. I listen for entertainment, not for outside, not inner entertainment. I like, you know, what we like. 70s
Disco,
music,
yeah, I know. You and
disco.
OG like
You know what
disco
I mean?
music, I know.
like that type of shit. That gives me chills. The music now, I don't understand.
Bro,
it.
you listen to
It's too
disco?
fast.
Disco?
You
You're
can't
an
dance
A&R.
it. Yeah, back in the days, you could dance a record.
So
These
if-
days, you can
so-
only bop your head.
So,
to
Rel, if you get in the car with Gordo or with Russ, it's
We
everything
gonna do
70s
Luther
and early 80s.
Regina
yeah.
Bell and shit like
That's
that.
what
Yeah.
it.
Gordo, we have soul.
It was
Yeah, we
interesting.
have soul,
It was
yeah.
interesting.
This
We outside
generation-
this summer.
This generation kids, they got them just going crazy. Because the only thing you can control something if they don't have no, you know what I mean, no control. I mean, the only way you can control something is that something that's all over the place. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
I understand. I understand.
We was free. That's why you remember the hippies. We were free to hear shit.
It's the last thing you'd ever expect, Rel, is like Gordo turned, like the first time we're like hanging out listening to music, he puts on fucking disco. And I was shocked, but it's like, that's what I think paved the way for hip hop
One
music.
of our favorite songs being Gordo is Culture Club. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Well, no, back
and
in-
that guy, Boy
I'm a-
George.
Come on, come on, come on, come here.
That's Boy George.
Come and go.
Well, you know how many different records were sampled by Puffy with Big. That's what kind of started the whole hip hop movement.
People don't know how to market and promote shit.
I think
You
that's
know why?
yeah.
Because
Oh, yes, song, I'm coming out.
Oh my lord!
on the radio,
Yo,
and shit like that. Dinah Ross.
It's
Puffy with that other song.
oh my lord!
Yeah. All them records are
I'm
all
coming
records from another record.
Sting.
You know who started that shit? Kid Capri, Ron G, them mixtapes back in the days in Harlem.
I don't know if it's just me. This Duce tastes different.
Ron G.
That shit got an extra kick today, yo. That's probably what it is. I ain't drinking a week. That's probably why.
No, I put it in the microwave.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think it's fucked up for Ron G because he created a whole fucking genre. You know what I mean? Mixing them old records with putting a
Right,
drum
right.
pattern.
It's what kind of paved the way for,
Yeah,
for what's going on
he
today.
probably right now eating chicken wings with French fry on some stoop, and everybody else balling on PJ.
Lemon pepper
You know what I
wings.
mean?
Lemon
Yeah,
pepper
but
wings.
not like he's supposed to. You know, because
He did a lot of those remixes, man.
No, well,
his whole album
that's what I'm
band
saying
is
is when I sit in the car a lot of times, like listening to disco music, you hear certain beats and certain elements of certain records that are 10
Because
years
to me,
past.
It's like a wave in the air that hits the universe and comes back at you, like sounds. Like maybe you scream, yo, and that shit bounces off the fucking.
Let's talk about the song Jay with New York.
Because why should
That beat.
you know when you hear it?
That's from what song?
I think the brain
What
on
song
its
is that from?
own repeats certain samples on its own, like Easy Rock and Rock Bass, whatever. Ooh, yeah. Like I'll be not listening to record, not thinking
I
about
wanna
music.
I wanna
and
rock
you taking
right
a
now.
shower and that shit go, ooh, yeah, on its own.
I want to rock right now.
And you're like, what the fuck? And then you think you like the record because you hear it a lot. It just repeats on its own. It's like a deja vu type shit.
All right,
You know what I
so
mean? But in your brain with music.
let me ask you this: who's your top 3 favorite rappers?
Ever.
And you can't name Jay-Z because we know that the history with you,
But
but
rappers.
not including Jay because
Artists,
Jay's
rappers,
already number
entertainers
one.
is
so.
different. I look at music differently. Rappers, entertainer, lyrical. What type of?
All right, you know what? Let me erase that question. Wrong question. Who's your favorite 3 artists? Period.
Period.
Of all
Michael
genres of
Jackson.
music. One.
Well, let me talk. I just
Okay.
said 3 now.
That's one of them.
I'm saying one. Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Beyonce,
2.
and
There's so many of them.
Pink, I like now.
Wow. This is what.
Nah, that's too old.
All right, now let me, Rel,
That's
who,
Chica Gardner, right? Barry White.
let me get Rel's top 3.
I
And you
think.
can't include Jay.
Dylan.
Mariah Lynn.
Come on, stop it, man.
Mariah
Yo, I try to like keep this thing consistent, everybody, and like and factual. Yeah.
Mariah Lynn.
Dylan.
I could tell you Mariah Lynn is his name.
Rel just hates answering questions. That's why I ask him.
Beyonce.
That's true.
big.
Right.
I only said one, nigga. You think I really spit Dylan?
I'm looking at 20 years.
It's so many. 3 is so small.
3 ain't even fair. You gotta say 10.
No.
Yeah, the last 30 years.
Top 3.
Top 3's tough. Look, you got Whitney in there. You have so many great songs.
Okay, ready? Okay, wait.
I fuck with everybody.
Hold on.
My man Kels, even though we can't yell.
I ain't say Whitney.
We not supposed to say that name, but
Oh Lord.
I'm just
Edit.
saying, like, no
It's
matter
more
what
voice.
little girl
Hit
she
the
touch,
edit
I'll take away
button.
from his pen.
Shit just got real. Hit the edit button. The
Whitney,
bottle's
right?
finished.
Whitney.
Hit the edit button.
Listen, nigga.
Yeah.
Is it? Whitney is a singer. Beyonce is a
It's a
star.
singer.
Everything. She could sing. She could dance. I never seen Whitney even 2-step.
Yeah, but she can 2-step her voice.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying.
My
I
nigga
look at
Usher,
artist.
Chris Brown.
Yo, my nigga freestyle. Yeah, I like him.
When Whitney sings, your fucking soul.
Yeah, and when Beyonce
She don't
dances,
have to dance.
you're
Well,
like overwhelmed too.
That's another level.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, there's so many talented people. 3 people ain't fair.
Okay, fine.
No,
Rel Carter. Give me your top 5.
Damn.
Go.
Beyonce.
1.
Wait, I'm stuck. Hold on.
Do say 2.
Chris Brown.
2. That's a good answer. Let me show you how that do say do. He's thinking.
I'm gonna think why he give you his other 2 because he only gave you 3.
Let Gordo think about it. He's
I
got 2 more to
said
give. Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and who I said?
Pink.
Um,
Just speak from the
could
heart.
be Spanish too.
5 in the whole world. Whoever's top 5 dead or alive. Top 5 dead or alive.
Adele.
That came out of nowhere.
And Adele, Pink, Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and
Because there's so many.
Prince.
And this is all around artists, right? Like all around.
Every genre. We
I
opened
mean,
up.
like just all around. We're not speaking on like lyricists, not just in general.
Just your
Based
favorite
on
5.
show.
Your favorite 5
I'm
artists.
talking about me.
All right.
You
Of all
said my choices.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Because you said top 5 artists.
You want to know the truth, too? That can change every day because
No, but here's-
depending on your state.
I'm an R&B guy.
Here's-
My nigga Usher.
Yeah, I might
Here's-
be on some gangster shit and tell you
I'm
my
not done.
Tupac,
Still
okay?
telling you.
Let him finish.
You know what I mean? Today I got saucy in the system, so I'm on some real mellow.
When the
It's about-
when the saucy's in the system, let Rel finish. Who's your other ones? I think Rel came to a conclusion who it is now.
I don't know yet.
Oh
Like just
my
all
God.
around, I fuck
When
with
the
J. Cole.
when the saucy's
He's a
in the
great-
system.
Great performer.
Well, is a kid.
I'm younger,
he's
you know.
But
I
that's
like Usher, Chris Brown, like
You see
Kanye.
that- you see-
That's when he was. Yeah,
I like these
for,
people.
just for our audience to know. How old are you?
Enough.
Enough.
I'm 40. I'm 42. And how old are you?
30.
It's a timeline right here. This is the old. This is the middle. And this is the.
You might be older than Gordo, yo. You might be older
Yeah,
than
I worked
Gordo.
that for my. I worked that in my favor.
Let's hear Tommy's top 5.
You can't call Gordo
The
old,
Beastie
by the way.
Boys, NSYNC. Oh, Justin Timberlake.
Pauly
I
D.
meant to put him in there.
Pauly D is number 1.
He love Eminem.
For me,
Vanilla Ice.
of course, it's Jay-Z.
How the fuck you get to use
Yeah,
him?
exactly. That's not fair.
All right, you want my top 5 without Jay-Z? Like, all right. Nas is 1 for me. Because I graduated high school in '95, so
We
straight
don't care.
hip-hop.
Nostradamus.
Music. Not where you from. When my cousin lives in Queenswood College.
I
got a
gave
friend
him
in 45
courtesy.
years. I used to wear cars.
I gave him courtesy of his 5,
used
but
to
now
wash his-
he hates my
Yeah.
5. He hates
I used to
my
be in
I
love
5.
used to
with-
wash Nas' car.
Yeah, like and yeah.
The
fuck
greatest
that.
rapper ever.
Queen.
Really, really.
Sound like
Queen.
Noriega.
Don't do it for Duce.
Queen.
Queen who?
Queen is 2 because that movie was absolutely incredible. And the list of hits they have is
All right,
very
all right. We
underrated.
didn't ask you for explanation why.
Guns N' Roses. Because you're not gonna bring
Kiss.
up
There's
Axl
2
Rose.
more. Hurry up.
Kiss.
Now,
and you got to do it for Jersey,
that
Joe
was never-
Button.
I don't like Kiss at all.
Metallica.
So let me say that. Like
Metallica.
Joe. It went from Kiss to Joe Button. To show you the diversity of this podcast, everybody, what makes us special is he said Kiss and then Joe Button. Do it for Jersey.
Do it for Jersey.
And before that, I'm a Guido with
What you wanted me
Paulie
to
D and the
say,
Jersey
Sue Surf?
Shore.
Who else, Booze?
I get yelled at for cutting people off. All
The
you
Jersey
do is
Shore
cut me
people,
off.
that little
Everybody
girl had
on
a
this
record, right?
podcast, man. Can I finish?
I know
I said
Paulie D
two.
is your favorite DJ.
I said two,
Yeah,
right?
Paulie D is
You
very
said 3.
Number 3.
No, you said Guns N' Roses, Queen, and Nas. That's 3.
Okay, so number 4.
Go ahead.
Memphis Bleak.
Yeah, I
Do my,
fuck with
do
Bleak.
my, do my.
That nigga, alright.
Do my ladies run this? Nah, I'll put Bleak in the 4 spot.
Bleak is alright. He not
Now
alright.
the-
You gotta remember the age difference. Joe only 30.
I grew up in Bleak. I was in Bleak's first video.
Memphis Bleak is.
Yes, I was in that video.
Rel was in the Memphis Bleak is video. That's a fact.
No.
That's a fact. He had Douce. He had a Douce bottle with
did.
him in the womb since he came out the
did.
womb.
Who's number 5, Booze? I know you like Michael Jackson.
This one's gonna shock all of you.
B2K.
This is a Gordo answer.
I fuck
This
with
is-
B2K.
My 5th is an answer like a Gordo would give. Someone,
Mariah Lynn.
wow, no, that's what you would expect.
Bad Bunny, some bullshit.
Kenny G.
That's good, dope.
So
vibe.
so
You think
everybody
I'm
on the
young? That nigga right there.
podcast-
That
Listen,
nigga
hold
said
And there's,
Gordo, that's homosexual.
and there's no problem. What's wrong
Kenny G.
with that?
You like Kenny G because
What's
you're
wrong with
gay?
that?
We have nothing wrong
What's wrong with that?
with homosexual music.
So
Exclusive.
Your restaurant and your business caters towards
I never said there was
the
nothing wrong.
Don't
He didn't say with anything wrong with
Don't
homosexual.
mix personal life
clip
with
it.
business.
And
He just
and-
saying you like him because you're a homosexual.
Don't mix business with
clip it, clip it.
with whatever you like.
To each their own. We love
All
everybody.
he said was you pick Kenny
Hold on.
G because you like Kenny G.
Do you listen?
And when we say like, we mean like a
what I'm
lover.
gonna, here's what I'm going to teach everybody, because nobody even mentioned Marvin Gaye, which is a goddamn atrocity.
Yeah, but no,
Okay,
I didn't grow
okay?
up on Marvin Gaye.
Too many of them.
I feel like being
Beyonce is my Marvin Gaye.
I feel like being like somebody that can't dance, has no soul at all. Like I learned Spanish because I've been uptown with Gordo a little bit, but I got no soul. Like Marvin Gaye should have mentioned. But when you're with a woman, okay, I'm gonna put all of you on.
You can
right now.
practice getting sober.
And you
You're not
play
about to
and you
teach us how to get women.
and you play Kenny G. You're making out.
If you're with a woman, you pick
You're making out. Even if
Spanish.
Yo.
You're gonna think you gotta go to the phone.
Yo, I
That
think
bitch
this,
wanna
this
hear,
wrong.
pásame la
looks
juca.
important. This looks important.
You put Kenny G, that bitch wanna know. She wanna hear, pásame la juca.
What's her name? Sade. I put
remember
her
her.
on. I put the other lady on, the other one.
Sade about
Yo.
to drop a new album. Y'all know that? Sade about to drop a new album.
Kenny G on.
He's an instrumental type nigga.
Puzo's in trouble right now. That's his baby mama on the phone.
I don't,
Pick the kid up.
Y'all know what happens when a baby mama call for him.
That's when the Kenny G came out. He had to leave.
She heard him talk about
soon
Kenny
as
G.
soon as he
She's
mentioned
like,
Kenny G,
my daughter ain't gonna grow around that. I feel you.
we got to talk about the Marvin Gaye album. I Want You. That album. That's a fucking.
Yep,
you know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
gonna be in this conversation.
Nah, I mean, you know, it's
you
a
got
bunch of
artists, icons, and you got super duper stars. It's crazy.
Marvin Gaye is easily
his-
top 5.
Yeah, you got his.
Bow Wow.
He had hits. He had hits though.
You not gonna say Bow
Yeah,
Wow?
you got
my top five?
legends.
No way.
You got artists. You
He's
got
a
all types of
legend, but
different
no
people.
way.
Bow Wow had hits.
Even, you know, it's very difficult. There's a lot. Look at Donna Summers. I can listen to Donna Summers.
Are you okay? You in trouble?
She has a million great songs.
All right. Thought you had to leave to go babysit
I
again.
don't, see, now we start this
You know
all
they're
up
gonna make
again.
robots to babysit in a minute.
Speaking on that,
I'd rather a robot than
speaking on
Puzo.
that, how do you feel? about this?
I seen something earlier. Hold on. I went to the Apple store to get a wire. My shit broke.
Yeah, I'm dead, bro.
It's not racist. I hope it's not. I don't know.
Puzo, we gotta get ready for this
But-
party.
It's not racist, right?
12
I
minutes.
seen- Yo, listen, man.
Happy New Year. You gotta
Well,
just
I'm not coming
No,
here.
8
no more.
minutes, bro.
Listen, B. So, in 60 something, bro, I see a black lady with 2 2 white babies. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, of course I smoke a little bit of this.
So it makes New York special, but
I'm
go ahead.
like, yo, what the? So you don't trust us, but you trust us with our kids.
We could babysit their kids.
Wait, who you at? You saying me? I don't
No, your people.
Oh, 'cause you looked right at me
Your
and said, like,
people.
I trust you,
don't
Gordo.
understand that.
You saved
Not
my life.
Gordo, not me. I'm just making
You
something
saved
broad.
on a
It's
general. Yeah, you're
it's
speaking on a
broad.
general.
Yeah.
General.
I don't
statement.
trust
Oh,
you.
shit,
I got
what
you.
the hell? So I'm like 2 blonde babies with a darker than Rel. I was like, what?
The
And then like
nannies.
this, and giving them food with their hand, bare hand. All right, they trust us with the kids. Us meaning colored people, like darker than white, whatever the fuck that stupid shit. I don't give a fuck about race. Anyway, like
It's a good point, though.
I don't understand that part.
We see it all the time.
Okay, so
So they think so that bloodline of white people think that we're still slaves.
it's
Not on this podcast because you're the slave.
No, but hold on a second, and I'm okay with that because listen, for me, no, for me, listen, it's different because I hate white people that say I don't see color. That's because you don't know what it's like to be the minority in the room. So I talk about it on the podcast all the time. Like when you're the only person that looks like you in the room, that's when it gets real, and that's what the problem in America is right now with society is like people don't understand that
Well,
like it's a cop out. If a white person goes,
They
I don't
made it
see
to
color,
be like this.
nah, motherfucker, you just don't want to know what the real issue is.
We sold our
And
own
I'm not cool with
we
that.
They
sold
got a nigga
our
hot.
own people for bars.
I'm being
to lock
honest
a
with you,
man
how I
inside
think.
them. Listen.
What's yeah.
So we contradict ourselves being dark colored too, because we sold our own people for bars to keep our own people locked in, to be able to Europeans come and sell them and take them to your little town where we're going. So we did that to our own people.
Right.
And they used Puerto Rico, Dominican, the whole little bit as the gate. Yo, come cop over here. Got these 3 black niggas, these black lady was Gucci.
Not to get too deep and too personal.
Listen, we're on the subject. Who cares? And it's not about race. It's about us learning from each other. Was so we can make a hypothesis on how to look at life, and that's from them situations. You know what I'm saying? Like. So we contradict ourselves saying that the white man, because we did it to ourselves in the really beginning, if you really think about it.
Now, what about?
The first nigga that tell on you in prison, exactly.
But
yo,
hold
listen,
on.
man, listen, in prison, right?
Hold on. Let me change this whole topic.
What up?
Because it's not working right now. It's not a good look.
Baby.
It's not a good look. Let me ask you a question. All right, so now that this is.
That was
Listen,
OG, I'm out.
Here's how I can make sense of this. OG Juan just hit you, you out. But before you go, right, what makes New York the illest city in the world
Baby, welcome to the party.
is the fucking diversity of the city, which is why we don't, and this is gonna make sense now. Let me finish now. This is why we don't support our artists. We don't support our own people because there's so many of us moving so fast.
You know why
we
you
don't
support?
stop
Because you're not paying.
to hug who you
Yo,
love.
you know
Hug them
what?
if you love them.
You know why
Life
we're
is
not
short,
supporting
baby.
you? Listen.
Life is short.
Some of the biggest artists.
You're pink again.
That's because you want. Okay, now I'm gonna.
Talk about music.
Now, and here's why. And here's why.
Yo.
And here's why. And here's why. And let me dissect this for you right now, very quickly. Let me
Dissected.
dissect it. New York.
I am your conscience.
People that are from here, right? Where do they move? Florida. All leisure places because they can't hack the city. You get spit out quickly here. That's my point. Is what makes this city incredible is we'll spit you out quick.
That New York shit is gonna follow you wherever you go, no matter where you go.
How you walk, how you talk,
Prove
how
it.
you eat, what you eat, everything.
Somewhere right now.
Here
He's
in
in
Morocco.
Morocco.
And he actually just posted on Instagram that he's smoking saucy.
Smoking hashish with his
No,
fellowship.
he had saucy. He actually had saucy with him.
Okay, but Bleak is out there, but he's still
Before you
holding
leave.
his Brooklyn.
New
York is down.
Thank you for
No
coming.
matter where he
Grayson Cruz, thank you for coming, man. We love you. And you're right. Yo, listen,
What I'm
stutter.
talking about is
I never knew that. And I knew this nigga for 30 years.
real artists can't stay together, but look at Cardi B, hottest artist in the history right now.
My point is New York, and you want to sit down?
Next episode.
No, ain't no next episode. This is the Cameo episode. Everybody that's in this office, by the way,
This is the episode. Anybody just walk in and get on the mic on gang. Nah, I mean,
the
baby,
new-
welcome to the
gang,
party.
The new Rock Nation building. We didn't talk about it enough. Baby Shark. Do. We didn't talk about it. The new building.
We started the show like that. You missed it, Stutter.
Missed it. Stutter.
We've been everywhere today.
Stutter, really?
And this
Stutter tried to diss me, but he didn't see the beginning. Your man was singing that. As the
baby
intro.
shark,
But he could do that 'cause
baby.
he has,
He
like,
got
a
a
young
daughter
kid.
too.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. So.
Yeah, you ain't just
Hoboken.
he had to run outside because he was in
I
trouble.
set him up, y'all.
He
I
was
set
in
him up.
trouble.
I set him up, y'all. All right, let's ask Stutter since he's a fresh guest.
Ask him if he's a sociopath.
No. I don't
Oh.
think he is. I love Stutter. How many
Definitely a
views
sociopath.
did Baby Shark get on YouTube? Go.
Shit. If I could guess, I would say over 1 billion.
You guessed correct.
You nailed it, but I think it's 3 billion, actually.
Because
That's still
if
over
Justin
1 billion.
Bieber could do a billion.
So I honestly
Told
gotta
you.
give
academic like
Hold
Baby
on.
Shark is gonna.
I told you he's a
even more
sociopath.
than-
First of all, he just called him Justin Bieber
Oh.
instead of Bieber. Told y'all.
I've been drinking.
Socio.
I've been drinking.
Sociopath, not at all.
I drink Douce when I'm drunk.
Stutter,
I
Ralph's
got
still
Douce
mad. He's
in
still
my
mad.
cup.
He's still.
And Puzo is a nut. Yo, can we go to this fucking party and get the fuck off this podcast?
All right, everybody, we got a party.
I love
on
all
the
you
rooftop.
guys.
Magic
But we
hour.
about to go turn up.
Tuesday, Friday podcast. The
By the
Cameo
time y'all see this,
episode.
y'all won't know the location
You heard?
anymore.
The whole family in the building.
Oh,
This-
Dills want to cry on the mic real quick, guys. Go ahead, Dills.
Hey, yo, bro, I love you. Rest in peace, Milk, bro. We gonna do this thing till we die. We gonna make sure the whole world scream, "Do I love you, dude?"
Respect.
Dude.
But you know who you look like, right?
Start your weekend off with the Douce Mafia.